I'm Anwar Shahada. I'm basically a techno-functional consultant. My background is coming from closing the gap in businesses. So in every business, you have the functional side when you talk about finance, marketing, maintenance, construction. And there is the other side, a lot of technologies that trying to serve these departments. So my specialty and my background is actually to fit and close the gap between these two areas. I was doing a search for almost 1 year until I actually found Best.Energy partnership. So it was very interesting that a problem in the market and existing new technology were merged together to solve not just one issue, it's a global issue, coming in different shapes. So either you have a low tariff in some countries with high consumption, or maybe normal consumption but with high tariff for the electricity, for example. So it was just a brilliant idea to start with, and somehow fitted my field, because again, it's a technology and a field, and I wanted to be starting a business that closes this gap. So my biggest reservation before becoming a Best.Energy partner is that my target market was Saudi Arabia and Middle East generally, but Saudi Arabia as it's being, there is a boom in the economy there. But the reservation I had, the low tariff in that country, as they are producing their own oil and producing their own energy. But on the other hand, I had a discussion with you, remember, the other day, and say, all right, they might actually have low tariff, but at the same time they have high consumption because of climate parameters, right? So that actually broke the last obstacle I had in my, or reservation I had, and I took the step. I mean, it's a business. There is some risks involved in it, but this is a part of enjoying the journey itself, finding the issues and solving them. Amazing. My experience so far with being a Best.Energy partner, it's amazing. There is some points I'm sure it can be improved, but the process itself, actually, how it's being designed in a way that actually jump in, do the job. You don't need to rebuild everything from scratch. Talking about sales, marketing, even to the extent what to say on the phone. So you got everything sorted for you. So if you are a doer, if you have a big dreams or ambition, just here's a full roadmap for you that's waiting for you to be executed. Training and onboarding, it was surprising for me, to be honest, to find about the whole academy. So the academy actually had multiple paths that you can take. So based on your specialty, based on your role in that company, I took all of them actually, from the sales to the marketing to the technical part or the installation itself. Needed to know everything about the business, and then so I can point the right people doing the right job. So as a program itself was excellent and covering almost 90% of the cases that you will face in the field. Now there is maybe 10-20% missing from the academy or the training program, but that because you can't cover every single scenario, you can't cover every single case or business. And it's being covered by the support you get from the technical support team at Best.Energy. So Alex, Ong, David, they were a great help. With everything we got stuck in, I get on a call, write a ticket, and I get things solved. My first experience installing Best.Energy solution was with an existing client of the other company. So it was in it's in a QSR chain. So they have over 350 restaurants, 8 warehouses, 2 bakeries, 1 meat factory. One of the other clients actually we are dealing with now, new generated client or new generated lead we have, is the Intercontinental. So it's a massive hotel, a resort actually, and they got a lot of facilities. So we're talking about 3 buildings, They have more than 500 rooms, more than 30 villas, and more than 60 apartments on the one facility. 22 swimming pool, 38 fountains. So you can imagine how big. So at the beginning, it was more of challenging to see how the solution would go in such a facility. But with discussing with the maintenance manager there, we decided to go agile. So we don't want to go waterfall, managing such a project by planning everything and executing everything at the same time. So I said, all right, just put the scope on one asset. Let's start with chillers on that wing of the resort. My highlight in this journey actually working and facing challenges. It's not a boring business. It could be painful sometimes, challenging sometimes, and the achievement you feel or whatever you have delivered and you achieved, it's worth the challenge and the pain you feel during the journey. One of the challenges or the issues we have in Saudi Arabia right now, that the oil production that is being exported and used locally, it's kind of fixed, but at the same time, whatever is being used locally to generate the energy is increasing in a massive way, which studies shows now, if they keep going how they are going right now, they will be consuming everything they're producing by 2040. So they must take action and become more efficient with consuming the energy. I would definitely recommend going with a partnership in Best.Energy. Although I would say negotiate basically the terms and conditions, and then I think you will actually be in a good place, in good hands.